You have been through way too much to continue to be playing small. This week's episode is going to be a pep talk, a tough love episode. So, trigger warning, if you are very sensitive, I recommend not listening to this episode right now. If you are ready to hear it how it is, if you're ready to hear the truth, if you're ready to be called out of your bullshit, this episode is for you. It is March 2025. I want you to take a moment, close your eyes if you are safe. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. Take a deep breath. When you were a little girl or a little boy, your biggest, most boldest dreams, what were they? And are you taking action right now to get closer to them? If the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, it's probably because you are living more in the fear, in the doubt, in the self-sabotage. And I want to be that person. I want to be the sign right now to tell you that you can claim right here, right now, that you don't have time for that anymore. Look, you don't have to go through a whole life-changing process to claim that you don't subscribe to bullshit anymore. You don't subscribe to the self-sabotage. You don't subscribe to the fear, to the doubt. Sure, some of these feelings and emotions are deep-rooted. And yes, that's where the deep inner work comes into play because we're always doing the work, right? You don't just get to a certain level and, life is good. I was just listening to a podcast with Jay Shetty and Big Sean. And Big Sean journals every day. Big Sean meditates every day. If you don't know Big Sean is one of the biggest music song artists, rapper, writers. I don't even know what to call him. I don't know how to say who he is or how he is, but he's a rapper. He's the guy who sings as. At least I think that's his song. But I was listening to this podcast with Big Sean and he goes, never worry, because no matter what, you're going to be fine. I'm going to say that again. Never worry, because no matter what, you are going to be fine. And in that podcast, Big Sean says, what if I lose everything and I have to go back to growing up in Detroit in the hood? He was happy there. So if he loses everything and has to go back to the hood, it's okay because he's happy there. And he was saying how he shouldn't be scared to lose any of this stuff, the money, the fame, the cars, the houses, the clothes, because it's all conditional. And I was able to relate to that so fucking much. I had gotten robbed when I moved to Austin. I got all my designer bags stolen from me. That's one way of losing things, and that's very superficial, right? Conditional. But I lost it, and guess what? That taught me that my happiness comes from within. I don't have to rely on the fame, the success, the money, the boyfriend, the cars, the houses to be happy. That's a feeling that you create internally first. And as I always say, your external world is a representation of what's going on inside. So this is your sign to claim it to the universe right now. Hey, universe, I'm done playing small. I am no longer self-sabotaging myself. Because my goals, my vision, my dreams are way too big. And God and the universe didn't give you those visions, didn't give you those ideas, didn't give you those dreams, didn't give you those goals for you to just walk past them, right? If a thought or an idea comes through, maybe it's a business idea, and it doesn't go away. There's a reason why it came to you. Look, yes, we have 1,000,000 thoughts every single day. Sometimes we get amazing ideas, right? But out of all those ideas, which ones are the ones that are staying with you? Those are the ones. Those are the ones that you get to make that priority. Oh my gosh. And on this podcast episode, Big Sean said, God doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. Say that again. On this podcast episode with Big Sean, he goes, God doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. So all the situations in your life right now, whether you're going through family problems, business problems, school problems, friendship problems, God is giving you what you need to learn from this lesson. That's why all these things in our life are happening to us, because they're here to teach us a lesson if we're open to looking at that. That's why reflecting on the things that happen in our life is so important and is so powerful, because you take a moment to reflect, you journal, you meditate, you do the shadow work, and you realize what is happening in your life. Are there patterns that you're repeating that you're ready to break? Was there a lesson that you needed to learn so that you can heal that old version of you so that you don't pass it down to your children? Oh my gosh. And on this episode, Jay Shetty talks about how he used to be the person where if someone were to call him and was like, hey, like, and this doesn't include any like life-threatening situations, but someone were to call him and be like, hey, like I just lost my job and I'm like really upset. I don't know what to do. Jay Shetty's old initial reaction, which literally was the same thing as I was, oh my gosh, like let's hop on a call. Like, let's talk this out. I got you. And what we realized is that person is going through their own process, right? They lost a job. They don't know what to feel, how to act. They think their life is over. And in that moment, that person gets to go through this process so that they can learn what they have to learn. Because here's the thing, when people are always dumping their problems on other people, they're not processing it on their own. And we need that time to self-reflect, to self-process in the moment. And so, Jay Shetty said this statement that was so resonant, was what he didn't realize was that is actually hurting them and not benefiting them. So if someone calls you with a problem and it's not life-threatening, right? If someone was in the hospital, yes, you're going to like drop all your shit and be there for them. But by us diving in right away, that's probably one of the worst things we could do, because we're blocking them from processing it in their own way. That was so good. That was so good. I was I'm going to link this podcast down below that I keep referring to. And okay, let's go back into stop playing small. So if you are wanting to start a business, start a new job, really take I would probably really say more toward like the career business aspect. And if you're not, you can definitely still relate to this. Just keep listening. No one talks about this enough. And I was just on the phone with my girlfriend, Amanda, my mentor, and I'm her mentor. It's just a really beautiful dynamic that we have. And we're like, no one talks about this enough in business, okay? Business is spiritual, period. You need to have faith. You need to have trust. You need to learn the law of detachment. You need to learn the law of attraction. If you want to have if you want to have a smooth business where you're not working so hard and chasing, and you're attracting and you're magnetizing and you're actually living in your purpose through your business is spiritual. Sure, you can work hard. And, I talk about this in manifestation. You can work really, really fucking hard and you can manifest anything you want. But wouldn't you rather create this life of ease and flow, right? Isn't that why you want to start a business? So you can have more time, more freedom? Well, guess what, bitches? Business is spiritual. And before you dive into, I don't know if I want to say before you dive into, but before you expect huge results like 6-7 figures, maybe replacing your actual 9-to-5 job, do the inner work. Whether it's in combination as you're building your business, you're doing the inner work, or before you ever think to, start the LLC, start the YouTube channel. How did I do it? I was doing it in the beginning. I wasn't really treating my stuff like a business, but I was still doing it at the same time, working on myself. So like my main focus was working on myself. And if something happened in the background with business and my career, it happened, right? Because obviously as we're working on ourselves, we are going to be magnetizing new opportunities because we're learning how to get out of fear, how to get out of the doubt, the self-sabotage, the hate, the judgment. And we're stepping into the abundance, the happiness, the joy. And when you're radiating at that frequency, at a quantum level, which this is what energy is, when you're radiating at that level, you are going to attract more of that. So while you're doing the inner work, your business is going to boom. And there's so many people who think, oh, I'm just going to start a business and, like all the people are going to come. Baby girl, baby girl. Business is spiritual. The more you do the inner work, the more you invest in spending time alone, investing in mentors, investing in reading books, you're going to learn, not only are you going to learn more about yourself, but you're going to develop this wisdom that you're going to be able to apply in your business. Because I tell my clients this all the time, your business is a reflection of yourself. The amount of money you're getting paid in your job is a reflection of how you view yourself, your energetic rubber band, right? Talk about this, I think, in one of the last episodes when it comes to manifesting and creating more abundance and money. Your energetic money rubber band, let's say if it's only stretched to here, right? You're so used to making $10,000 a month, or let's take it even lower. Let's say your rubber band is here. And that rubber band is only used to making $5,000 a month. Until you stretch your capacity, your wisdom, your knowledge, your depth, you're not going to be able to energetically hold. Your nervous system won't feel safe enough to hold the $10,000 months. Oh, and another thing I want to fucking rant about is there's so many people on TikTok, YouTube, the internet who are talking about nervous system regulation. And I love it. I love all the awareness that we're bringing to the people who don't teach this stuff, right? How important nervous system regulation is. But I want to say this, nervous system regulation is a lot more than just EFT tapping. And I know, right? Like I'm kind of calling myself out here. I know I've created content that's like, you're going to heal you're going to regulate your nervous system with EFT tapping. Yes, you will. That is a proven modality to help you regulate your nervous system. And there are more factors to this. Regulating your nervous system can look like moving back to a state where your family is. Regulating your nervous system could look like leaving a job because when you're at that job, you feel anxious, you feel unwelcomed, you just feel some type of energy that doesn't feel right in your body. So your nervous system is dysregulated. So you leave that job and go to a new job where you actually feel happy, you feel abundant, you feel energetic. So regulating your nervous system isn't just cold baths, somatic dancing, breath work, and EFT tapping. It's not just that. You know what else it is? Are you around people who love you? Are you doing things that make you feel happy? Or are you just in that job or at that job because that was the right path to go and you feel anxious the whole time you're there? Or you're in a relationship that is actually causing more stress to you, more uncertainty. You don't trust the person. And that means your nervous system is dysregulated. And then you break out of that relationship and all of a sudden you're attracting all the abundance because your nervous system is now regulated. And look, I'm not shitting on the modalities. I'm not shitting on the cold plunges, the somatic shaking, dancing, breath work, tapping. I do those on a daily fucking basis. Those are my tools. Those are my techniques when in the moment I want to regulate, I do that. Those are powerful. I'm not shitting on them, but I'm bringing more of the truth to you. I am bringing the actual truth to you from someone who's been through it, not only has done the inner work, got certified, but I was actually in the shit. There was a time in my life where my nervous system was so dysregulated. I was working for someone who I thought was, well, I mean, this phase of my life did bring so much and I'm so grateful for it. But I thought at that time my nervous system was regulated and oh my God, it was not. Like I feel my body contracting, like even talking about it, I'm like sucking my stomach in versus being relaxed. But I'm so grateful for that because I'm the type of person that I need to go through it to grow through it and to understand what this is so I can feel it and heal it, right? Because in order to feel it, you got to heal it. I don't know if this episode was all over the place, but y'all, I needed to get some shit off my chest. I really needed to get some shit off my chest and, be aware that a lot of my content that's coming is really going to be me calling out the bullshit trends, the bullshit things that people are talking about on the internet, and really giving it to you straight from someone who has been through it all. The past 5 years of my life, it's like I dove into this world head first and I only submerged myself around this work. That's how I can explain. Like, that's the best way for me to explain it. And continuously, I am always doing the work. That's why I'm always able to show up authentically, confidently. You want to build confidence in your business? You want to learn how to show up on social media and actually attract these clients? Do the inner work. It's more than just meditating. It's more than just breath work. It's more than just tapping on your fucking face. Yes, that's helping, right? I'm not shitting on it. But it's so much more than that. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are you saying yes to on a daily basis? How are you showing up? Are you identifying as a version of yourself that is the leader? Or are you still saying, oh, I'm not a leader yet? Like, no, stop playing victim. Start sitting in the fucking driver's seat. And from here on out, you are taking ownership of the direction of your life. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're watching this on Spotify, drop in the comments your biggest takeaway. If you're watching this on YouTube, also drop in the comments your biggest takeaway. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week on my next episode. Bye.